Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. I'm going to use my bolster a little bit today. If you've got a pillow or a cushion, something that you like to lay on throughout the class, find a little bit of space to move though, and let's get started. So let's begin today laying down, maybe in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want to lay on top of something, if you want to make a diamond shape with your legs to get into your hips as well. You can also lay flat on your back, legs out long, arms out wide, kind of like Shavasana. But find your way into a comfortable place. Turn your palms to face up. So allowing your eyes to close when you're ready. Let's take a slow, deep breath in and out. Do that again, just a slow, deep breath in and out. One more time, fill your body up with air and let go of your day. We'll take just a few moments. Just like this, letting go of your day and just settling in to the practice. Noticing how you are feeling throughout your body. Throughout your breath. Staying just as you are for another moment. Another breath or two before you start to move maybe your fingers, maybe your toes. If you have your knees out wide or your legs out long, you might start to bring them back in. Back together. If you're laying on top of something, you can also sit up just to take it out from under you and then come back to laying flat on your back. If you'd like to pull your knees towards your chest, or just keep your feet on the ground, but you might add a gentle sway side to side. Feeling the length through your spine. A little back massage. And then we are going to be turning all the way over onto our hands and knees and moving our way into pigeon. If you rather do pigeon in figure 4 on your back, you can stay here. Stay on your back, cross your left foot over top of your right quad. If you want to join me in full pigeon today, you can start to make your way into tabletop. If you have a pillow of some kind that you like to use, you might have it. The top of your mat. our left leg. Let's start with our left leg, sliding forwards though. Laying down the shin, scooching the hips a few times, maybe side to side, trying to level things out. You can keep your chest lifted, or you could start to fold forward. But feeling that left leg, that glute, the hip. Finding your breath, whether you are on your back in figure 4, whether you have turned over into full pigeon. Staying for just another moment on this side. And we can start to move. Maybe you'll be heading back into tabletop. If you are still on your back, uncross your legs. Maybe hug your knees towards your chest. If you're coming through tabletop with me, you might give your hips a little bit of a sway side to side. When you are ready to switch though, you can start to bring your right leg forwards if you're on your back. Cross your right foot over top of your left quad. Maybe just a little shift. Wiggle or sway side to side, just trying to level out the hips. Finding an awesome glute stretch. You can stay lifted, you can fold again. But just finding your breath. Taking just another breath here. And you can start to make your way back into tabletop or on your back, maybe hugging your knees to your chest again. Maybe a sway of the hips if you're in tabletop. And then we are gonna meet in a seated position where we can have our arms free and our head and our neck. So if you want to sit cross-legged, if you want to sit on your heels, if you want to bring your knees out wide, even sitting back on the heels, find a comfortable seat for you. Freeing up our arms though, lengthening through the spine, and then we're just going to be taking our left hand to our low back with the palm facing away. You can allow your eyes to close. You can start to tip your head over towards your right shoulder, leading with your ear. You can stay here, or you can start to let your chin tip down towards your shoulder too. And then you can gently lift your chin, leaving your head tipping over to the side, leading with your ear again. And then slowly, slowly bring your head back up. So it's stacking right over top of your spine. Take your left hand back to your knee or your lap. And your right hand can start to move, palm facing away, letting your head tip over towards the left shoulder. Lead with your ear to start, and then maybe your chin will tip down. And if your chin is tipping down, you might start to lift it again. And then slowly, slowly lift your entire head back up. And take your hand that's on your back to your lap, to your leg somewhere. And just pause. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. Notice any sensations flowing throughout your neck, your shoulders. And then depending on how you are sitting right now, we're gonna be bringing our legs out in front of us. And maybe out wide. You can find as wide of a straddle as you would like. The wider your legs, the more you'll feel your inner legs. You can start to point your toes up. Maybe take a little bend through your knees. If you've got a lovely pillow to use that's useful today, you can have it in front of you. But bring some length into your spine. Just close your eyes. If your legs are wide enough, you might already be feeling the stretch. If your upper body does allow you to tip forwards though, or I should say if your legs allow your upper body to tip forwards, you can start to tip forward. Feeling that awesome, awesome inner leg stretch. Staying as you are for just another breath or two. And then if you're folding forwards, let an inhale bring you back up. You can help your legs come back together if you brought them out nice and wide. Maybe giving your knees a squeeze, take a nice rock side to side if you want to. And then we'll send just our right leg back out long. And our left foot can either find the inner thigh, or it could come up on top of the quad, or it could come for the right hip crease a little bit tighter. Maybe the sole of the foot is actually facing your belly so that you can stretch your ankle a little bit more. Half lotus with our right leg out long. So it doesn't matter where your left foot is. It can be on your inner thigh, on top of the quad, or maybe a little snugger towards the right hip crease. Our right leg is out long though. Lengthen your spine, maybe pointing your right toes up. If you did want to take a tip forwards, we're not going to stay here very long, but you could take a tip forwards to find your calf and hamstring as well. And then just slowly lifting up and taking your left leg, send it out long, right foot, inner thigh, on top of the quad, or trying to snug it up a little tighter towards the hip crease. Maybe the sole of the foot is facing the belly somewhat. Taking an inhale to lengthen through the spine though, point your left toes up, stay here for a moment, or if you did want to tip forwards for just a few breaths, and then slowly, slowly lifting again. Send your right leg out, or you could bend both of your knees. Give your legs another hug or squeeze. Rock side to side. We are going to lay down once again. So if you've got a pillow that you like to use for your twist, you could have it on the left side of you, but we are going to twist. Laying flat on your back to start. Knees bent, feet planted. You might add a gentle sway of your knees side to side first, and then we'll let our legs fall all the way over towards the left side. So maybe they will hit your pillow. Maybe they will hit the floor beside you. Reach your arms out wide if you need to weigh down the shoulders. Feel your belly move as you breathe. And letting your next inhale bring your legs up out of your twist. Plant your feet again. If you're going to use your pillow, you can bring it to the other side. With your knees bent and feet planted, you might take a gentle sway of the knees side to side first before twisting with the legs falling to the right. Letting your next inhale bring your legs back up out of your twist. Planting your feet again and maybe swaying the knees, or if you want to hug your knees towards your chest one last time. Rocking side to side a few times. Eventually letting your legs go and finding your way into Shavasana, where you can stay for as long as you have time for today. But I shall leave you here. Enjoy the stillness. Maybe the peace and quiet, if you're lucky. And until next time, namaste.